Hello, my name's Lyndon Farrington, and over the next few short minutes I'm going to explain to you a very exciting business opportunity from a company called Flexkom International. So how do I explain Flexkom in just a few short minutes? Well, I found the best way is just imagine that we met in a cafe on 5 separate occasions, and we have 5 separate conversations. So just imagine the first conversation we had was we sat down, we talked about the demise of retail shops in the high street, how many retail shops are suffering and closing down. You can see it in every town centre in the country today, and they're all under attack from the big shopping malls, the super 24-hour supermarkets, and even they're under attack from the internet and e-commerce. So that's a separate conversation. We meet another day, and over coffee today we're talking about loyalty cards, and we may be having a little moan. We've got so many loyalty cards in our wallet. We talk about the fact that you've got a loyalty card for a haircut. If you have 6 or 7 haircuts, the next one is free. Or you get the air miles. You have to fly 3 times round the world to get a free flight from Glasgow to Birmingham. Or one of my favourite is the supermarket loyalty cards, where you give the loyalty card every time you shop, and then you get some post that tells you after 3 years of shopping you qualify, if you're lucky, for a free kettle. The next conversation we have is about mobile phone technology and how mobile phones are just leaping forward in technology. There's something now called NFC, which stands for Near Field Communication, and what that means is your mobile phone can be hovered near a terminal and pay for things now. And also, mobile phones have got something now called geo-targeting in there. They've got little sat-navs built into your mobile phone, so your phone knows where you are anywhere in the world. And when you start to think about that from a marketing point of view, businesses can now find you, so the product now will find the customer. We meet another day and we talk about business diversification. A business you know would love to diversify, maybe it's yourself, but you've just got no time to get into something else. But we all would love to diversify and make more money. Another day we meet and we talk about the risk of failure in business. How many businesses start up and fail? The answer is over 90% start up and fail. But then we talk about franchises and how successful they are. Well, if you put all those conversations together and merge them together, you've got something called Flexkom International. So how does this work? Flexkom has its own unique terminal, self-manufactured, and this terminal is highly advanced. It does the things that you would expect it to do. It's got wireless technology, it's obviously connected to the internet, it's connected to the worldwide Flexkom system. It's so advanced that it's got a fingerprint reader that even if you forget your card, it can actually put your finger on it and it knows it's you. And Flexkom has its own unique cards. So put it into practical use. There's a cake shop in Bristol. This cake shop's offline, he's never had a website. He's got cakes that will be past his sell-by date in the next 48 hours. How does he sell his cakes? He decides to put a 10% discount and enters this onto his Flexkom terminal. 100 yards away, there's a man on holiday from Belgium. Now, he doesn't want to get spammed. Nobody wants to get spammed. So when this man in Belgium, who has a Flexkom card, registered his Flexkom card, he just registered the things he likes. He likes cakes. So he gets a message on his mobile phone, because his mobile phone knows he's in the United Kingdom, and he knows he's 100 yards away from this sudden discount. Seconds later, he gets a text saying, 100 yards on the left, there's a shop offering 10% discount for cakes. Great. The man goes in, he pays full price for the cakes, but the discount is added in cash value to his card. Now, the man in Belgium, later on that day, goes out for a meal in a local restaurant, but it has the Flexkom logo. He uses the cake discount from earlier in that day to reduce the price of his meal in cash, not points. So how does it work for you? How does it grow? So you as a franchisee, you give cards away, and when those people shop, you earn money. Yes, you heard that right. If you introduce a shopkeeper, a restaurant, somebody who owns a gym, the list is endless. You earn from the sales turnover of those businesses. And yes, you heard that right as well. And if you're a retailer and the penny drops, you get more customers anyway, you spend less on advertising, which is great news for you. And then when the penny really drops, you can look up and down your business high street and you can earn from all the other businesses in that high street. Well, you could say, look, I don't know this subject, it's not for me. Well, if you're saying that, you've missed the point completely. Because what you do with this is you position yourself between the company Flexkom International and 3 to 5 retailers. I don't care if you know nothing at all about retailing, you need to position yourself between the company and retailers. And when the penny drops, you'll understand exactly what I'm saying. We're not talking about big chains of retailers, incidentally. We're just looking for single shops up to a chain of 10 shops. And just as an aside issue, if you know any football clubs or a way into them, just sign up and get in and contact us, and Flexkom International will work with you to help you. We've got a whole lot of videos coming from the company in the next few weeks, but the reason I put this together so quickly is because there's an offer before 30th of November. That's Friday night, 30th of November 2012. We're opening in the UK with 500 franchisees. The normal franchise fee is £1,300. It's in euros, but it's roughly £1,300, and it will be £920 till midnight, Friday the 30th of November. So if you get in quickly, there is a chance to make €5,000 for just a few phone calls. Obviously there's more to it than what I'm about to say, but if you position yourself between 3 franchisees now, you introduce 3 people individually as franchisees from yourself, and they run with it in the month of December 2012, then you're in with a very good chance of earning €5,000. This offer will run out on 31st of December 2012, and Flexkom will pay the €5,000 out to the people that have earned it in January. So this is a very rare opportunity for those who say, oh, these things sound too good to be true. Well, you're probably right in most of the time, and I don't get excited about pre-launch businesses because pre-launch has no track record, but Flexkom International already has a track record. A German company, they trialled it in Turkey, so I jumped on a plane with a few other people, we flew out, we had a look at it, and we can see evidence of the shops in action. I've spoken to the shopkeepers, they're very happy with more business coming in, and I spoke to the franchisees. I met a franchisee out there who'd been working with the company for 12 months, and he was on €200,000 a month, and that was more than enough for me to get very, very interested. This is an extremely rare opportunity that we can win in the UK before kick-off. A business that already works, that's coming to the UK. And here's the thing, when they've got 14,000 franchisees, they plan to close it to new businesses. So those of us that will get in, we'll earn a residual income for as long as Flexkom trades. You see, in future, someone can buy a meal in Kent and you're paid 10 minutes later in Cumbria. Someone can buy a suit in Spain and you get paid. So can you start to see how big this thing can get? And if you actually run at it and run at it now, then I think you'll be very, very glad you did. So call the person who invited you and call the person who invited you right now. My advice to you is get in as soon as possible. Thanks for listening.